There comes a moment when you realize that what you're advocating for is more than just accommodations. You're really advocating for someone's quality of life. That's the moment you realize you won't give up. Sometimes Facebook produces surprises, like the above quote I found while one day mindlessly scrolling through my news feed. The quote is from the Dyslexia Training Institute, and it really gives expression to the significance of the 7th Annual Jewish Disability Awareness Month, or Jdam, this February. In 2009, the Jewish Special Education International Consortium held the first Jewish Disability Awareness Month in a handful of Jewish communities in the United States. Our intent was to elevate awareness that our institutions were not providing meaningful Jewish experiences to Jews of all ages who happen to have disabilities. We saw Jdam as a way to come together to deliver a common message to our own communities that there are Jews who have disabilities, and many of them are invisible in Jewish life because of those disabilities. The Union for Reform Judaism has been actively supporting Jdam for 6 of the last 7 years on its website and in social media, and encouraging congregations to feature inclusion of people with disabilities in many programs and events during the month of February. The Religious Action Center of Reform Judaism has taken a leadership role in advocating for the civil rights of all people with disabilities. As the co-convener of Jewish Disability Advocacy Day with Jewish Federations of North America, a number of people will be coming to Washington, D.C. this February on the 25th to meet with their congressional representatives to advocate on particular issues that are important to people with disabilities. Jdam is recognized in Jewish communities across North America as well as in Israel and Great Britain. The Jdam logo, a Magen David of intertwined blue and gold ribbons, illustrates how inclusion of people with disabilities is woven into all aspects of Jewish life. The first 6 years of Jdam focused primarily on raising awareness that Jews with disabilities and those who love them were either marginalized or were invisible in organized Jewish life. In those 6 years, organizations have been responsive by opening the doors to Jewish life. Opening the doors, however, is not enough to ensure that people with disabilities live a meaningful Jewish life. I often hear from congregations that they are inclusive because they offer a special service or they have special classrooms for children with disabilities or because they have accessible parking and a ramp to the bima. But those things are not really what we mean when we use the word inclusion. That is doing something for people without asking each individual what is important to them as an active participant in the activities of a community. We cannot expect people to fully engage in Jewish life if we keep relegating them to the status of a mitzvah project. There are many congregations that have discovered that the road to inclusion is to listen to what people want in their Jewish lives and to support them to achieve that. Thanks to a generous grant from the Ruderman Family Foundation, the Union for Reform Judaism has developed a resource that will take congregations from awareness to inclusion and recognize congregations that create inclusive cultures. The Disabilities Inclusion Learning Center is a place to access webinars, videos, and written resources from top professionals, interact with experts, and consult with other congregations and reform movement staff members on involving people with disabilities and their families. According to the new Disabilities Inclusion Learning Center website, the URJ partnership with the Ruderman Family Foundation aims to improve attitudes about inclusion and disabilities among community leaders and clergy, Jewish professionals, organizational leaders, and congregants, and to ensure full inclusion and participation of people with disabilities and their families in every aspect of Reformed Jewish life. The Disabilities Learning Center is a well thought out website that supports congregations as they strive to discover practices that ensure meaningful participation by people with disabilities and their families. The center is for any Reformed congregation that has learned that inclusion is more than a ramp or a special service or a class. The Disabilities Inclusion Learning Center provides ideas and resources that help you and your congregation support a quality Jewish life for anyone who yearns to belong. Visit and explore the Disabilities Inclusion Learning Center during Jdam. Invite your board and your professional staff to see what riches are right at their fingertips. And sometime before February ends, make the commitment to ensure that people with disabilities can have the quality of Jewish life that many of us already enjoy by registering and using this outstanding resource. The Disabilities Learning Center is there waiting for you and your congregation to participate. A quality Jewish life is worth all our time. Thank you.